Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
You found it, the last bastion of talk radio, right here on your Memorial Day
It's
weekend.
not the last bastion of talk radio, Tom.
Shh, don't let them know that. You gotta get them excited.
I have a Tom bingo card over here. Welcome back, check. Last bastion, check. I think you need some new platitudes.
No. I like where I'm at. Welcome in on this, Memorial Day weekend. Steve, I think for the first time in many, many years, I might be a little ahead of the curve in terms of my flower beds and getting the yard ready. Oh. Yeah, because we didn't start finishing off planting and everything till late August last year.
Well, your timing might be right. Our friends, the Wades, who I talk about, that we were good friends of ours, they planted everything.
Oh, very nice.
And then
what?
It froze.
Oh, right. Yeah, because of the frost
They lost a whole bunch of different things.
Around my neighborhood, there were people who had blankets and everything all over their flowers.
Yeah, they didn't. They should have. And so I think your timing is great.
That's too bad.
Yeah, yep.
Because that's a lot of money. Flowers are not cheap.
Well, it is. They're flowers and they're zucchini, which we'll eat, and the tomatoes they'll give us. So really, let's be honest, this affected us.
Yes, it's affected.
They're going to be 2 weeks later now. So.
Well, I hope everybody enjoys the weekend and the extended day off and all that kind of stuff. So right now it's our pleasure to bring a new person onto the show. Her name is Becky Auyer, and she is a physical therapist, owner of Inspire Care of CNY. Becky, how are you?
I am doing well. Thank you. Great to be here.
Well, it's good to have you. I noticed there's several, what do they call those things, abbreviations or titles? I've got PT. I knew that was physical therapy.
Good job, Tom.
What's a CMC?
CMC means that I'm a certified care manager.
Okay. And a CDP?
Yes, I am a certified dementia practitioner.
Okay, wow. You got a lot of stuff going on there. Were you a nurse at all?
Nope. Okay, nursing is not in my background, but I have nurses on my team.
Gotcha.
But I've been a physical therapist, and we'll just leave it at 40 plus years.
Golly.
We won't go into how long.
I thought she was about 27 years old, so you got me kind. There.
Yeah.
What inspired you to start this company?
Well, Inspire Care was inspired by my mom. My mother gracefully aged with Parkinson's for 25 years.
Wow.
And I needed to leave my profession of physical therapy to set up home care for her in a county that was not here in Onondaga. So I didn't have my team. And so I learned that it's not common sense nor easy for people to set up a home care system and team and navigate through without background.
Yeah.
And so when I left her well appointed with all of her caregivers, I came back to Onondaga County and said, and that was 12 years ago, that I think there are other families that need to know how to navigate through. So geriatric care manager is what care management came into my realm of scope, decided I needed to join an association, the Aging Life Care Manager, and I also needed to become certified. So I'm a certified care manager.
So what does the team look like? Because I hear you talk about a team. You also said you had to go do that. Well, you chose to do that.
I did.
That was a deliberate choice.
Absolutely.
To choose care over your career, whatever was going on. So kudos to you. And then in that space, you said, wow, there needs to be some help here. So you mentioned the players on the team. Give us an example of what that team looks like for someone that is, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe it's a child of an aging adult that needs some services, and there's things and we don't know where or how. So explain that to us.
So the team actually I've put together and hired over the years includes nurses, social workers, PT, physical therapist, occupational therapist, and paraprofessionals, aides, companion level, that we try to make sure that every need is touched on that someone might need to age well. That's our tagline, to age well. And there's so many great providers in the community that we collaborate with and can reach out to. I would say we're ultimately problem solvers. We are advocates. I like to say that we could be the coach, and then you could be actually the director of the team. Some people use orchestras as how to see our role, the conductor, and some people will say it's a football team, and you need to have somebody directing.
When you were in physical therapy full-time, did you specialize in geriatric?
I did at the end of my career. I started out with the children, pediatrics.
Oh, yeah.
Went to rehab, and then at the end of my career, I was here with the Visiting Nurses Association for 22 years doing home care.
Okay.
I think that allowed me to understand what going into somebody's home, whether it's an apartment, a home, or a facility was like.
Yeah. How do you vet people? Because there are folks that say, we're just going to have the neighbor take care of mom, or for example, and then you talk to someone like Sheila Ulstrom, right, from Senior Home Care Solutions, and you go, okay, they've been trained in dementia. There's certain things. How do you say yes and no to people that you would refer or make the team?
Actually, that's part of what we do to help families find the best of the best, so that we want to make sure there's background checks, that they're educated well, they're receiving training on an ongoing basis. So we can kind of help those families make those decisions well informed that we've already vetted them. And so I would say that it's ongoing process, because we're always getting new providers in Onondaga County. And we also are out in 4 other counties around Onondaga.
So who should call you and have a conversation with you?
An adult child who's worried that their parents are aging, and maybe they've noticed that the finances are not being taken care of. Maybe they're not grooming well. They're finding that they're not staying up on their driving skills. Those people who are challenged by how to navigate that could give us a call. We really start with an assessment. It could only be a standalone assessment with recommendations, or it could be an ongoing. We have clients now that have been with us 8 and 9 years.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And do you go to the house and make that assessment, and do you do it for free?
We go to the home. The assessment is not free, because what we're doing is using our expertise. It's a nurse, it's a physical therapist, it's a care manager coming in with the expertise. We do a half an hour free info session to make sure that what we offer fits your needs. So that will be done first.
Do you have events throughout the year?
We do. Actually, we are great sponsors of the Parkinson's Association here with Empower Parkinson's. We sponsor with Hospice. We are part of the Dementia World and the Alzheimer's Association. So we don't put on necessarily events, but we do come along and provide our expertise there.
Yeah. Did you have another question, Steve?
Yeah. So in the realm, so I'm trying to get a scenario. So if I have an aging parent, typically it'd be a parent, and there's a variety of challenges that I'm dealing with. You will help vet the people, help me separate the sheep and the goats.
Right.
Because it's scary.
It is.
I don't want someone taking advantage of mom or dad. I just don't know. So folks can call you to start a conversation. Did you charge for that initial phone call?
No, not at all. That's a free consult or info session.
Okay, so if someone is in that position, they can call the 447-3164. Is that the right number?
That's correct.
So write that down, 447-3164, and it's Inspire Care CNY, inspirecarecny.com, and they can just start the conversation. And if you can help, you'll tell them, and if you can't, you won't. But it's kind of learning to learn what we don't know.
Correct. And every phone call, those people go away with something in some place to be able to find a solution to their problem.
Great.
Very good. Becky Auyer right there. You're so well spoken. I'd love to have.
Are you talking to me, Tom?
You ever do any co-hosting?
I knew that was coming. I knew it.
She's very good. All right. Becky, she's the owner of Inspire Care of CNY. You can see them online at inspirecarecny.com. You have a great rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you both.
Okay. Corey Reed's coming up next. He's the general manager of Brewerton and Fulton Speedways right here on the local show on 570 WSYR.